and then he just fell right into the pool.
No way! Seriously?
Wait, what's wrong with her?
She candidly admitted that she never allows a man with a bad smell. She was a sex worker, yes, and she was talking about physical intimacy. And at the time, I was working as a journalist, and in one of my projects on AIDS and sex workers, I would often visit different types of areas where these type of girls usually work. Now, it's a part of my job to ask them different types of questions. So I asked her, what kind of people you don't allow? And she very candidly and very openly admitted that she never allows a man with a bad smell. Before we proceed, let me tell you one thing. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. And if you have already subscribed, tons of thanks for your support. So smell really matters in any kind of physically intimate act. And you know that love is a very complicated business. And when physical intimacy is attached, it is getting more complicated, of course. And we often think we choose our partners with whom we are going to have some physically intimate acts with our eyes or our rational minds. However, biology does not say so. Biology is a stubborn old fisherman kind of things. You may ask why? Because it casts a net made of invisible chemicals called pheromones. I made a video recently on pheromones and histocompatibility complex. However, I did not dig deep into particularly this matter, that means pheromones, that deals with smells. So as I said, biology casts a net made of invisible chemicals called pheromones. And consequently, we are unknowingly driven by the scent of another human being. So, smell matters, scent matters. And it is the silent song of the major histocompatibility complex. And I have a plan to make another video. I will try to dig deep into particularly this matter, histocompatibility complex, in another video. And this complex is simply a scientific term for our immune system genes. And decades ago, a Swiss biologist named Klaus Wedekind proved this with a rather famous and sweaty T-shirt study. He showed definitively that women preferred the scent of men whose immune systems were vastly different from their own. So it really very important thing. Now you can understand, you are intelligent, you are curious, so why women prefer such and such types of men and not others. Again, some women prefer such and such, not such and such type of men, but the others. So it makes a difference, a lot of difference, I think. And the Swiss biologist showed definitively that this matters, smell matters. Now it's a brilliant and entirely silent trick of evolution, right? And it is purely biological thing. But at present time, at this time, there are some new choices, new options available. Because people don't like to spend their time alone. They don't love loneliness, so they are buying love robots, right? And silicon and steel are slowly replacing flesh and bone in the bedroom. We are engineering love robots, machines, to cure our modern, quiet loneliness. Yet a pressing question hangs in the air, like cheap cologne. And the question is quite evident that will these mechanical companions ever truly understand the role of scent in human intimacy or not? Because so far, I said, it makes a sense that scent plays a very important role in human intimacy, history of human intimacy. Logically, the answer is a resounding yes. That means our mechanical companions, our love robots will truly understand it. Then the question comes to our mind, how? Because we have already invented sophisticated electronic noses. Whether you may have heard it, I don't know, but these electronic noses are packed with arrays of delicate nanomaterial sensors. Now, what are the role of these nanomaterial sensors? They can detect volatile organic compounds better than a bloodhound on a fresh trail. Furthermore, artificial intelligence is finally learning to process these massive olfactory data points. Recently, a Google spin-off named Osmo began mapping the complex world of scent into a digital format. Osmo. Similarly, researchers using Intel's Lohi neuromorphic chip and have taught silicon to mimic the biological olfactory bulb. So a love robot could easily be programmed to read your unique chemical signature. It could analyze your sweat, your breath, and your ambient pheromones in real time. It sounds like a science fiction, but it is happening now. Believe it or not. Then, what happens? Using deep learning algorithms, it could synthesize a perfectly customized scent response. It could literally manufacture the next biochemical perfume needed to back your biological desires. It is exactly like a master bartender mixing up potent cocktail specifically for your nervous system. On paper, this represents a flawless, undeniable victory for technology. Because all love robots will know exactly what makes your pupils dilate. Nevertheless, here is where the heavy counter logic steps into the ring. Because we are logical person, so we should see what are the counter logical, isn't it? We should go through them and think about them. So detecting a chemical is simply not the same as feeling it. A thermometer knows it is violently hot outside. However, a thermometer does not sweat, nor does it crave a cold beer. Thermometer is a thermometer. And the lab robot can calculate the exact molecular weight of androstenol. It can quietly disperse this hormone, androstenol hormone, into the room through a sleek titanium vent. But the machine itself feels absolutely nothing. That is the funny part of it. It has no endocrine system to flood with a sudden rush of dopamine. It possesses no primitive mammalian brain to light up with inexplicable desire. Intimacy is not just a cold mathematical equation of matching immune systems. Therefore, the lab robot is merely a shiny mirror reflecting our own biology back at us. But we don't understand it. It is a highly sophisticated, beautifully engineered illusion. Whether you like this or not, I don't know, but this is the real truth. And the lab robot perfectly mimics the scent of the bakery, but it cannot eat the bread. Hope you understand this mockery, this irony. At least at present, they cannot do that. I don't know after 5 years what will happen, after 10 years what will happen, after 20 years. I don't think I will be there. Talk to you. However, fact is that it can mimic anything, but it cannot do that thing practically. Some pragmatic researchers argue that this clever simulation is enough. Is enough to trick us, rather. Because they claim that if the human brain is tricked into feeling love, the artificial source becomes irrelevant. We are feeling love, and that is what we want, we need, we desire for. So, other factors doesn't matter whether it is a simulation or real or anything, we don't care. We feel love, that is all. Now, if the lab robot smells exactly like your soulmate who has just left you, or I don't know for what reason, but he has left you, and you are feeling alone, in that case, your body will react accordingly. Because if your lab robot smells exactly like your soulmate, so your heart will rise and your skin will flush. Once you get that smell, once you get that scent. Now, can there ever be true intimacy without a mutual messy experience? You may ask. We always ask it. We are biological machines driven by the ancient demanding ghosts of evolution. So conversely, the lab robot is driven by clean code and lithium-ion batteries. It will undoubtedly learn to speak the complex language of scent fluently. So it will work. Why should we think whether it is a simulation or real thing or not? It doesn't matter. It works for us and we are happy because my lab robot smells exactly like my soulmate who has just left me. That is how it will eventually push our deepest biological buttons with terrifying precision. That is their capacity, that is their ability to do that. And ultimately, the lab robot will understand the mechanics of smell perfectly. But it will never understand the poetry of smell. It will never understand why that girl will never allow a man with a bad smell. Although she knows that she might earn some money. But money is not everything. At least not for her. Not for many people. Isn't it? So that is it for today from me. And if you really like this type of content, this type of video, where I discuss artificial intelligence, robotics, and human relationship, intimate moments, emotional crisis, everything, please subscribe, support Wooden Slate. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified. Share with your friends who are robot lovers like you. See you in the next time. Till then, goodbye, stay safe, and take care.